has gotta be the stupidest stream I've ever done. Genuinely, has to be like the stupidest stream I have hands down ever done. However, this is the stream I'm doing, so there's that. Okay, yeah, so this is the stupid, shitty ass stream I'm doing right now. Yeah, so basically, I graduate high school in like 2 weeks. And because of that, I kind of need to find the case to my Chromebook. So, you know, I have the charger and obviously the Chromebook itself, but I use a MacBook Pro because I got one early. I'm getting one for college, right? This is for college, right? This is my MacBook Pro. But it's also what I use to make my YouTube videos. So I edit any special effects that I usually am using. But I make my intro on here. I edit my videos on here. I record on my PC, but there's VR stuff. But like, anyways, this is my main daily driver for on the go. By the way, I always name my stuff Star Wars references. So my PC is Mustafar, and then the laptop is the Outer Rim because you take it with you. Anywho, so because I don't really use my Chromebook, I only have I don't know what the case is. My mom claims it's somewhere in my room, and well, yeah, my room is not that clean. Now, here's the thing though. If I do this, hold on. So if I turn on the small cam, you don't notice, right? Like you can make, I mean, you can see some stuff on the end table, but like you don't really notice, right? It's not horrible, right? It's not horrible. But let me then move the chair, and you'll see it's a little smidge worse than you might think. And that's not accounting for my current desk situation. Yeah. Yes, this is a karambit. Just, I have it, you don't even know why I have it, just know I have it. So, we're gonna be just cleaning through some shit in my room today. That way I can stream, but, you know, at least I'm making the effort to do so. But, you know, I was like really questioning why the hell there was Cheez-Its on my floor until I remembered why. See, so, you know, I was eating some Cheez-Its, as one does. And, you know, I'm sitting here spinning the karambit as one does, right? And like, I drop it, and it bounces off the Cheez-It bag, and I think nothing of it. Because here's the thing, this is not a sharp knife, right? This is not sharp, right? Like I can put my hand all over this. This is not a sharp knife. But that end is pointy, and I did, matter of fact, bang my hand against it and caused an injury. So, you know, ow, like just now. But, you know, it's very fun to spin this thing. But, yeah, you gotta be careful with it. Now, someone is probably at some point in the stream gonna ask me, what the hell is this green thing? So let me give you all a little bit of some insight on what this is. So, it's partially why I'm wearing what I'm wearing today. So let me just set this back up for y'all. It's magnetic. I was recording a video, so I just kind of had to move the wooden parts of this, but this is a practice putting green, because if you didn't know, I golf. I'm not very good, and I've only been a few times, but I do in fact play a little bit of golf. So that's fun. I lost my putter cover, and mine was from the Masters. So that was not fun to discover when I brought my stuff back inside the house, but you know, voila. So I mean, every once in a while during the stream, I'll make a few putts, and y'all can't see me. Also, if it randomly freezes, I don't know how to fix it. I looked it up. It's something to do with this thing changing modes. Also, I fixed this. Hold on. Hey, Google, turn off the light. Or don't. I have smart lights, and the issue is that, hey, Google, turn off the light. The issue, you see how my face looks horrendous right now? Let me switch it over to dark mode. Why is this not fixing? Bear with me one moment. Hold on. I gotta be able to change the settings. Yeah, auto white balance. Let's turn that the fuck off. And turn off auto exposure. And let's keep that. Yeah, let's keep the camera setting. And then turn off the preview. Hold on. And look at that. Really bright. And yeah, it's low frame rate, okay? It's really low frame rate now, right? But it's much better than what it was. Now, I'm pretty sure if I said to bright room, hey, Google, turn on the light. It'll freeze for like a second, and hopefully the frame rate will switch over. But it don't seem like it is. So for now, I'm gonna fix the setting real quick. Turn on the auto exposure. Yeah. Auto exposure is what causes that overexposure, where I look all red and whatnot. But it's also what lets it be at 60 FPS. And for, you know, it being the camera on this video today, you know, it's not fun. So let's start off with our first thing here, which is these pretzels. I just realized I should really put my chair somewhere else. The issue is I have like so much stuff. There's also just a wall of blanket over here. We're not tackling this side. That's not the important part. But the wall of blanket is a thing. Oh my God. I think I need to get a new webcam. I need something that works a little better for what I use it for. Because like, I do like that it has like the dark mode and whatnot, but like that color is horrendous. And I prefer to have a webcam that's at 60 FPS. So there is that. Hold on. While we're at it, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch too. So, yeah, I have 2 garbage bags. Hopefully that's enough, considering I have 2 garbage cans as well, because why not? Now, with me, here's how I like to tackle cleaning my room. And I think it's a very simple yet effective way. You got to picture it in your head. Okay, what thing in my room can I remove first? Just simply take it out of the room to make the room look cleaner. So for me, it'd probably be the golf thing. So we're not going to remove that. I also can't remove the monitors that are kissing, basically. See, the tiny one used to be a backup, but then I got another one, and then I got a OLED. I have 2 extra monitors. It's whatever. But yeah, other than cleaning my room, we're also gonna, you know, I have to be looking for my Chromebook case. So first off, I'm gonna go in this corner. You're not gonna be able to see me for like a hot minute, but I just gotta see if this thing's over here. And by the way, there's gotta be like 5 to 7 blankets in this little corner. I just found my yearbook from middle school and elementary school. Hey, I found my fucking TV remote. No way. Most stuff that's back here is like actually insane. So there is that. Yeah, you're just gonna randomly come back and just see me wearing the most random shit possible. So here's my clapper board. So clapper boards, you know, you see them in movies and whatnot, but you're probably wondering, what the hell's the point of, well, the clapping? Well, when you are editing a video and you have 2 mics that are out of sync, right? You'll see in the audio waves a giant spike that's very, very thin, but consistent in both of them. And it'll be at the exact same point because of how specific the sound is. You just see the spike. It's just there. It's so noticeable. And you literally just line it up very easily, because it'll be on that frame. Line 2 frames up, you're good, audio's in sync. And it's so friggin' simple. It is so simple, it's yet so effective. So there is that. So what are we doing today other than cleaning my room? Well, yeah, we can also look through some stuff. I got some stuff from Central. I got this. This is nice. Blue Devils. I gotta make sure y'all can't see the back of this because it has my address on it. This is a... Yeah, alright, and then we have Cards Against Humanity. I've played it with my friends online. Never gotten to play it in person yet. But, it's fun. What else do we got? Alright, so, let's see. We have box to my alarm clock. Okay, I probably shouldn't throw things. My iMac, my old iMac is over there, so maybe. And my old keyboard, so you know. Okay, you know what? We'll have one for... I don't think I'm going to have enough garbage that I'm going to fill 2 garbage bags. However, I do think I'll have enough recycling. Because we recycle here. Man, I wish I had the one that panned over here. That auto panned. Is there anything in here that's useful? Quick start guide. Yeah. That's about it. Okay. Wait. I finally have a use for the karambit. Okay, I can't really cut a box, but screw it, we're gonna sure as hell pretend it can. Okay. First box. Good to go. That one's going in here. Again, I think recycling can endure this. Again, I have some random shit on this bed. We have instructions for my hangers for my hoodies. You can see them right there. I think I can set that up on my own. Cheez-It socks. Those can just go over there in the corner of stuff. See, here's the thing with me. I don't feel like putting my laundry away because, well, A, pile of blankets, and B, it's just more convenient. It is more convenient to not have to go through my drawer. That's just me personally, but it's whatever. I have these foam practice golf balls. These I'm going to use for outside, so I just got to put those in my golf bag. I'll vacuum later. I will vacuum. I'll do it later, though. No one's watching this stream, and I kind of don't care. Though I do kind of wish I also set up a vertical stream, but well, I didn't, and I kind of can't now unless I stop the stream. And the issue with the vertical stream is it'd be very thin where you're seeing me, so wouldn't really work. I'm taking my sweet ass time folding a single box in half, so we're just not gonna do that. Man, I'm just so happy I have these nice lav mics, and they're not even that expensive, by the way. That's the crazy thing. They're like I think $80. I think. Okay, so these are the DJI mic minis. Those are the mics that I use. So hold on. Let me. Okay, so that different than mine or no? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 hold on. When the hell? Oh, this is the DJI Mic 3. I was about to say. No. Where's the mini? Okay, so they're $80. Let me show you all these. So these are the DJI mic minis. This is what I use to record. So again, they're kind of great because it comes with the receiver, which not only plugs in via the back USB, just Type-C, and not only that, but it also comes with an adapter that just does direct USB-C. Sadly, it does not do power pass-through. It's my one complaint. I wish it did power pass-through. It does not. But it comes with 2 mics, a charging case, the receiver. It does a little bit of noise cancellation. It's magnetic. You can clip it on. There's a lanyard. It does not come with said lanyard. And yeah, it's pretty great for $80, I must say. And that's what I've been daily driving for a couple months now. But yeah, pretty great. And for anyone wondering, does it matter what color windscreen I use? No, it's just the color match your shirt. However, I prefer the grayish black one because it just kind of looks more professional. But yeah, that's what I've been using. I still need to figure out what the hell this is. I found it downstairs in a golf bag. So this is to tighten a driver. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, I got that. All right. Maybe I should put text on. Hold on. Hold on. Why can't you see the text? Oh. That's why. Hold on. There also. Oh, what the hell? Wait a minute. Hold on. What year was I born? 2008. I'm an adult. All right. So what the? Hold on. Let me lock the face cam. Where's the border? Why is the border disabled? There's no reason for my border What am I? Why am I moving game capture? What the? Everything else should be locked. Why is OpenVR not? Why are all of my sources just not locked? See, this is actually what the border looks like, by the way. It actually just looks like that. I just try to kind of match it. Yep, there you go. All right. So, there we have it. All nice and set up. But yeah, so these mics, they're great. They are so great because they also have Bluetooth. Now, I have not figured out how to use them on my phone. So anytime I need to record audio for a Side Dish After Dark video, because when I record Side Dish After Dark videos, they're either on this webcam or they're on my phone. Now, here's the thing. I like to use my phone because I can do 4K. However, the issue, my phone overheats really quickly, and I use my Apple Watch to like get a preview of what it is. And oh my God, my Apple Watch, that thing dies incredibly quickly. So there's that. Here's a office water bottle that I'm gonna put over here. Yep, see the webcam switch modes. You can tell when it switch modes because it freezes. What mod do you want me to make when I start modding? Don't ask me that, because the last time someone asked me that, I gave them the stupidest mod idea, and it just kind of became a disaster. I told someone to make chloroform, and they just kind of made a mod where you throw it on the ground and it just kills everyone in the vicinity, including the player. Because I really want it to just go, and they just die, or they just get knocked out. Yeah, it didn't go too well. I'm procrastinating right now because I really don't feel like cleaning my room, because like to me I'm like, oh, it's not that messy. Like, because you gotta think, because with me you gotta think of it in terms like, okay, like, oh well, there's a bunch of bunched up cables over there. I'm like, okay, yes, that's true. However, when you look at it, it is actually like 3 cables. So you think about it, it's like, okay, well, like, am I really gonna straighten out three fucking cables? Like, no. Why in God's green earth would I do that? That's silly. I mean, why would I do that? I mean, I got this here yoga mat for when I fucking do stretching. But maybe it'll be a blanket today. Yeah. All right. Woo. I mean, this is comfy, guys. I love how it froze. I love that. I love that it really wanted to switch modes right there. Hold on. No. Hold on. Dang it. I can never roll these up properly. It's actually unbelievable. Hold on. Yep. Yup, hold on. Yup. Yup. Oh yeah. Y'all seeing that? That is peak performance right there. Dude, the way it just like smacked back first, perfectly straight at my wall. That is incredible. This is going in the closet for eternity. It will never be seen again. The amount of instruction booklets that are currently sat in my closet is actually unreal. It's an absurd amount. There's at least 15. At least 15. There's a definitely good chance it's more. It could be one less. I have no idea. But yeah. Yeah, this is too much fun. That is too much. A karambit. See, like, if you're ever gonna buy a knife to do tricks with, make sure it's not sharp, because then you'll hurt yourself, right? Like, if anyone on YouTube is trying to monetize me for spinning a knife around, it's not sharp at all. It is a replica from Valorant, and if anyone needs proof of that for some dumbass reason, hold on. This is the knife from Valorant. Yeah, someone literally made one. This is exactly where I think I bought it from. Except mine doesn't glow in the dark as nicely because I just can't get mine to glow. Yeah, that's where I got it from. So, someone also mentioned my desktop is horrendous. Yeah, that's mostly my fault. I mean, look, to be fair, why do I have Heaven Benchmark still? To be fair, there's a mix of stuff that is from my Mac, my PC, and OneDrive. So, like 4 of these things, these 4 folders are just for my NeoPixel lightsaber. This is the time I tried to do some gravity stuff, other gravity stuff. This is a Blade and Sorcery SDK, that's 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 a backup, that's another backup, that's another backup. This is the entire Blade and Sorcery file directory in a zip file, and this is just a bunch of random shit. So, see what I mean? Just think, like day one, like I've had this thing for about a week. Day one, I could barely do this. I could barely do 1 spin. And then like, it got really hard for me to do 2 spins. I'm like, oh, come on, can I get 3? And then now I'm just, well, now I'm messing it up. I say, there you go. But like, why is it so damn hot in here? I have the AC on. Hold on. What mode is it on? Why is it 80 degrees in here? My PC is doing a bit. Okay, well, actually, to be fair, I am live streaming. 8 at most 10% CPU usage, bro. Are we? It ain't even that hot. It's like, look, my PC is like 110 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not even that hot. In terms of a computer, that's really not that hot. You know what I'll do? Hold on. The sun has not been seen in days. I'm gonna leave that in the sun. Dude, look what it does. There has not been light in this room in like a year or 2. And that's and there's a few reasons for that. A, I like it dark in here when I'm playing games. And then B, because when I'm doing VR, the sun can fuck up your VR headsets, lenses, cameras, all that, right? It can just mess with the tracking and whatnot. And I don't like that. Now, the lighting in this live stream looks great now. It looks great. But see, look, now it should glow in the dark. I think, yeah. Hey Google, turn off the light. Hold on. See, look. See, it glows a little bit. Hold on, I gotta like hold it back here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it is glowing. It is in fact glowing. Hey Google, turn on the light. Okay, so again, I'm procrastinating the fuck out of myself right now. So I do need to get rid of some stuff. So first of all, the box to my putting green thing This is for a mirror that it came with, which is just kind of sitting back there. So we're just gonna put that over there. And then there's literally nothing wrong with this. So I don't know. I mean, I've had it for less than a month, so I'm gonna keep the box for now, but I'll just put it downstairs. Yeah, I'll just put this downstairs. Yo, I can't believe I'm like graduating. That's like a crazy thing to think. I swear, I mean, I think graduation is stupid. Now, let me explain before anyone yells at me. I think it's very nice that we have this ceremony and whatnot. And personally, I wouldn't want to go, but that's just me. However, I'm doing it for my family. Personally, I wouldn't want to go, but I'm doing it for my family because, of course, they want to see me, walk up and do all that fun stuff. Now, however, see, look at all this space I have to lay down in my carpet. No, but like, genuinely, genuinely, here's why I think graduation is stupid. Because, what the hell's on my backspace key? Because basically, you gotta think about it from my point of view, right? My last name is a D, right? It's where the dish and side dish comes from, by the way. It's part of my last name. So, I know, kind of funny. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Here's the smidge thing. Is there's like 4 grades, about 1,500 kids. It's like 300 or 400 kids, right? Big message. Hold on. Do you want me to make multiple that up your span your finger? Wait, what? What? Want me to make that up your span your finger, the weapon, a mod for blade and sorcery? I don't even want to guess what you're trying to say. I'm questioning if you're saying, do you want to make a karambit? I mean, to be completely honest, I would make it myself. It would be part of Side's Wacky Pack. But like, so, but, nah. It's funny, I spent more money on Valorant for the actual, because I have the knife in game. So here's the thing. The knife in game is like $35. The knife in real life is about 20. I also got a cool Valorant keychain. So, that is, focus. Cover my face, hold on. Cover my face, get to, stop focusing on my, stupid. All right, let's make a putt, y'all. Time to make a putt. It's putting time. Oh, so like that's like a perfect angle of it. Hold on. All right, here we go. 6 foot putt, y'all. Six foot putt. All right. I think I way overshot it. We're gonna try again. We're gonna try again. That don't count, by the way. If it bounces off, it don't count. See, that don't count. Because when I make my sand bending mod, will you showcase it in one of your videos? It depends if it's a full-on spell and it actually does enough that I can get a video out of it, absolutely. I love to review spell mods. I mean, I have my Aether video coming out tomorrow. I'm very excited about that one because basically what I said in the video is, because I'm not going to spoil it really, is I don't, okay, see, so I have private access to a couple betas in certain modern servers, and especially the ones that are on the bigger side where it is private and it's on the bigger side and I would love to make a video about it. I choose most of the time not to make, just to not even test it out. I do it with Nomad Rim. I do it with certain spell mods. And it's simply just because I can't make a video on it, and I'm going to want to. However, Idiot gave me permission to make an early access video of the Aether mod. Now, I also did a live stream. However, in the live stream, I told them I'm just gonna show off the spell. I'm not gonna say what anything does. I'm not gonna show you the skill tree. I didn't show anything. The spell was fully maxed out with all of its abilities and everything that it had, and that's all I showed, right? Y'all don't know any of the button combinations. Y'all don't know how to do certain things, and that is where it's great, because it still leaves that little bit of mystery up to, like, all right, well, he was shooting one beam, but then it's doing a burst. How the hell did he do that? So, you know, tomorrow, watch the video. It is, I don't think it's too long. Hold on, let me check how long. I don't think it's that long. Okay, it's 30 minutes, but for like a full beta spell, especially with something like this, I went very slow with, not too slow, but like, I went reasonably slower than normal. Like, how long did it take me to do the full show? To just show off the base spell. It took me 15 minutes. Okay, that's longer than normal because I wanted to like really go in depth of it because it looks really cool. And I don't usually get beta access to spell mods that I'm allowed to review early access. So, you know, that's always fun. So I'm quite excited for that video. I'm quite excited for the thumbnail I made for it too, because I thought it was a good. I thought this is a good thumbnail. I know what is and isn't my good thumbnails. It's kind of crazy. I need to find an anime mod that y'all, because again, my viewers love it when I review anime mods for animes I've never seen, and I've never seen the typical like crazy superpower animes like JJK or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or Naruto or Dragon Ball Z. None of that. I've seen Pokemon and the Cyberpunk anime, and that was it. I just love this mod description. Just real quick, hold on. It's just so stupid. Y'all see this? Green aura with flies. Gives you tough aura and shit. Who thought of this? Who thought that was a good idea? You know, like, who? I gotta know. I gotta know. Oh man, I'm trying to do the inspect. So in Valorant, the inspect, you go like this, and then you go like this, and you go like this, and it's like a, and then you do like a forward spin. But like I don't. Yeah. I can do the stab, because the stab is like a bam, and then it's like a, you pull it back. Oh, it's frozen. You get a bam, you pull it back, and then you spin. So it's like a, it's kind of like that. And that's pretty easy to do. But the inspect, one day. Now here we have my VR headset. This is where all the fun stuff happens. So I have only had 2 VR headsets, and it was a pretty crazy jump from what I upgraded from. So I had a PSVR. That's what I played Rec Room and whatnot on. I did that video on Swordsman VR. Swordsman VR was like it's not Blade and Sorcery, but it's the closest thing you'll get on PSVR. I don't think it's, yeah, Blade and Sorcery is not on PlayStation. I know that. So basically, that thing I could eventually tell when it was starting to grade. Now I used to play downstairs, and then we got a PS5, and so my dad let me have the PS4, and so that's where the PSVRs lived. Now my room layout used to be completely different. Now, the bed I used to have had like, the bed frame used to go all the way up to like here, about like here. So I could put the PSVR camera there, and it would track pretty damn well. And however, the headset itself, the wire was starting to really wear, and eventually it just completely died on me. And I was very upset because, again, one of the greatest points I have proven with my parents was that when I first got the VR, my parents argued, you'll use it like a few times after Christmas or whatever, and then you'll never use it again. Or you'll use it every once in a while. And then I get a Quest 3. So I get the Quest 3, and when was that? Hold on. It was Christmas of 2023. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, so Christmas of 2023 is when I got my Quest 3. Now, my whole family's in Jersey. I live in Connecticut. So we were down there. So here's this picture of me in my grandparents' house with my headset on. And, you know, my headset came with Asgard's Wrath 2 and whatnot. And it was whatever. But while I was there, I bought Blade and Sorcery for PC and Bone Lab for PC. Now, I was quite excited for Blade and Sorcery. So, like, again, my parents argued that if they got me the Quest 3, you know, then I would use it once, you know, maybe a few times. I'd randomly come back to it, but, like, it'd be a waste of money. I think this channel kind of maybe proves them wrong. I mean, you know, being a VR content creator, you know, I think I use it more than once or twice. So, greatest point proven. And other thing is, my most played Steam game is Blade and Sorcery. And it is by a long shot. Like, if I check by hours, so, like, I don't know what I have the most hours in, like, comparing to certain things. Like, hold on. I think it might be Raft. I have like 200 hours in Raft. Blade and Sorcery, I have 420. Like, it's like a 200-hour gap difference between my second most Steam game and my most played Steam game. And it is Blade and Sorcery. And the crazy thing is, you think, well, here's the thing. I got more hours out of Blade and Sorcery before I started making Blade and Sorcery content, right? So, like, basically, I have had this channel since, like, I think it's like January 20th or 21st of 2019. And I just made the most random content with my best friend, and it wasn't very good. And I'd average like maybe 10 views. Like, I thought it was a big deal when my first video hit 100 views. Like, I look back on that, I'm like, now, today, 100 views is very low, right? Like, it just always be freezing, man. 100 views for me today is quite low. Like, my most recent video, currently is at 227. Again, I make Blade and Sorcery content, so anything in that realm. So, like, if I make a Beyond Sandbox video, it's not going to usually do as well. I make a Bone Lab video, it's not going to do as well. Like, if I make I haven't made a non-VR video in a while. That doesn't count like as like an IRL video. I don't count streams because of just how the YouTube algorithm works. Like, the crazy thing of how the YouTube algorithm works is how it just randomly, a video will just blow up. So, like, my Projection Sorcery video, it did pretty good. It had like 2,000 views on it. And then it just kind of over like 2 weeks got up to 40,000. I'm like, I'm getting paid. Being completely honest, like that's the first thing that came to mind. It's like, God damn, I'm getting paid. Like, here's the thing. I don't usually manually go in and put the ad slots in. I let YouTube do it. So the first Projection Sorcery video has made me $150. I think it's pretty good. But what's crazier about that, so that's 40,000 views. So keep in mind, 40,000. That video is 20 minutes long. My Blade and Sorcery Mist video, 16 minutes long, almost 17, 30,000 views, has made me $220. Now, y'all might wonder, why is that? My second mod is Superglue. That actually sounds like it would be really interesting. If I check my video's engagement, if I check people like halfway through the video, so around the 8-minute mark, I'm getting 32% people are still watching. For me, that's actually pretty decent. Then we check the Projection Sorcery video. 40,000 views, right? So if I check this and I check, which by the way, it was sitting at like 3,000 views and then just like spiked up in like basically 10 days to 30,000 views. And it's still climbing a little bit. I check engagement and I noticed that by the halfway minute mark, which is 10 minutes, 12% of viewers. See what I mean? Because, and it's basically at 6 minutes. Yeah, around where it gets to the dungeon run, that's where it just kind of drops. And if I check the second projection source video that I made, that one, pretty much damn near identical. Actually, never mind, it's even worse. 8% at 10-minute mark. Not too good. Shrine Techniques. It's all basically the same. And again, you gotta put this into perspective. If a video gets 10,000 views and 10% of people are still watching, that's still like 1,000 people, right? But if a video gets 100 views, 10% are still watching, that's 10 people. So like, and you're talking about in terms of ad revenue, right? The percentages really matter when it's based on views, right? So like, I gotta think about it. If I look at my Dude Perfect tour video, because I did record the 2021 tour because I went there. Oh man, if I look at the engagement, it's unbelievable. Like, it never drops below 20%. The whole video. Like the whole video mainly stays like 20% of people watching the whole time. It never drops to below 20 at all. And I just got to think about it like that video has 340,000 views. I was not monetized at the time. However, I have now since monetized the video. It does, in fact, have copyrighted music. I used the AI tool to get rid of the music without killing the video. And in almost 2 months, it has made me less than $2. Now, if you imagine how much that would have made me with that kind of viewer retention, and if I check the monetization page and I look at ad slots, well, there's like none in here. That's crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's only 18 ad slots, which 18 ads sounds like a lot, but more likely than not, the viewer is not seeing 18 ads. They're not going to see 10. They're going to see like 6 probably. That's annoying. But yeah, so back to the whole room cleaning thing. Man, I don't want to clean my room. I did this whole stream. It's for 40 minutes. This has been more about me yapping, and then like 10% of it is just me slightly doing some cleaning. Like, look, I wrapped up my cable all nicely. Wow, look at that. Oh yeah, so back to the VR headset. So I had my channel for a while, and then eventually around 2023, let me pull up the chair. I decided to just kind of wipe the channel out. So like, again, before I had my PC, I was making a decent amount of content, right? I was making a pretty decent amount of content. Well, let me check. So if I check my videos, like I'll just like, I'm not gonna show you the exact videos. I'm just gonna kind of read it off to y'all. So basically, hold on. So when I got my PC, hold on, what year is this? So I got my PC. Okay, so before I even get to the PC, so I was making I was uploading, like, let me see how recent, like often I'd upload. So I made 6 days, 2 days, same day. I uploaded 3 videos in the same day. Oh my God. And then I'd upload a video on October. So that was 3 videos on October 20th of 2022. Then I uploaded a video 5 days later. Then 6 days later. Then 2 days later. Next day, 2 days later. 3 days later. 2 days later. Like, I was uploading quite consistently. Like, multiple times per week. Right? So, then we get to 2023. Okay, so my last video, I made a gimbal video on December 27th, 2022. And then literally for exactly 30 days later, this January 27th, I make a video. Okay. So, this would be, so at this point, I'm in high school. Yeah, so I'm in high school at this point. And then, I made a stupid Fruit Ninja video because I got top 25 weekly on the Apple Arcade version. I'm pretty good at Fruit Ninja. That was on February 14th, so that was that was like 15 days, like about 15, like 18 days later. And then I started uploading a little more. So we had another one on February 21st and the 27th and March 4th and March 10th. So I made a video of my first PC build on February 21st. So March, and then I'm just like kind of uploading randomly. Like I'm just uploading random videos. So like I made a Rocket League video, then I made a video on Battlefront 2, then a Rocket League video, then some, like again, most of these videos were like short videos too. Like these are like the Rocket League video is 2 minutes. I made a remake of the Parks and Recreation intro. I don't really count that, but it was 21 seconds. Then I made a Koenigsegg Regra video from Forza Horizon 5. And I uploaded a random video saying, oh, why is this so funny? And then I have a video casually making 150 million in No Man's Sky. And then on April 17th, because I hadn't uploaded for like a little kind of like a hot minute, right? I made a video called I'm Taking a Break, right? Because I didn't really know what I wanted to make. Now, let's remember the date on this. April 17th, 2023. I'm taking a break. So I upload like an actual video that I think is a real video. It's like April 25th. and then Tears of the Kingdom came out. So then I have like a couple Tears of the Kingdom videos. And then, so I didn't upload for like almost a month, or like half a month. And then I uploaded a video on June 7th, and I uploaded a video on June 16th, and June 17th, and June 19th. And then I uploaded a video on July 12th, so it's called This Channel's Final Gaming Video. I completely forgot I made that. I completely forgot. You know, let me actually show you guys this. Hold on. Let me give y'all actually a taste of this. I'm like reading these off, and y'all can't even see it. Y'all deserve to see this. Hold on. Boom, I'm gonna get my border around. There you see, there we go. So like, I have that, right? Hold on. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so we have that. And then I usually look at the dates and whatnot. So, like a random Freebird video, some random Roblox videos, and then I erased my channel on October 26th. So like you see like months go by. Months. So like, I didn't upload at all even in September. And at this point, it was just like, after this, I was just uploading kind of just random stuff that like, I just wanted to put out on the internet, right? So like, I then erased the channel because I wanted to try again. I wanted to like, let's erase the channel, put all my videos on private, and I'll give it a second chance. That way I can, you know, fresh start. So I end up just copying a bunch of people because I did research on what these snapshots were and then did stuff. And then I kind of used my channel to just upload random content for Roblox military group. And then, so like also, let's just look at the dates. So November 8th and then June 12th of 2024. Like, look at this. So I don't upload on the video, on this channel, for over half a year. Over half a year. And then another, almost half a year. I don't upload like anything. And then 2 months, and then another 2 months, and then like another month, right? Because again, it's just random shit. I'm not uploading. Like I'd basically forgotten about my channel. And here's the thing, I never wanted to stop making content. I just kind of ran out of ideas. And then I upload this random video. So this is June, then July, and then August, and then right here, I make this video. Because that morning, because I made that video, that morning at like 1 a.m., I'm sitting here, I'm like, man, I'm like looking through my old videos, I'm like, man, I really missed this. You know, this was fun, and yeah, I really missed it. So I'm like, what is something that I'm really passionate about that I could make videos on? Blade and Sorcery. So we have this She Did to Herself Officer. It was originally called Blade and Sorcery Shenanigans Episode 1, but I just thought it was funny. I don't know. And then I beat Blade and Sorcery using only cut bending. This video is so shit. Let me show y'all why. So let me show y'all why this video sucks. Also, this is zoomed in. I never realized that until like months later. This is a zoomed in version of my intro. This is also when my logo was reverse colored. And first of all, let's spun out like this, the first issue here. No F2 screen. And the thing is there. And that's just kind of consistent. But then, hold on. So, around, how far in? How far in do I fix it? So around, around a good, so around like 7 minutes in, I fix it. Not too bad, not too bad. And then, hold on. At some point, I take a break and then go back in. Apparently not. But you'll notice the videos overall kind of just like low quality. First of all, it's 1080p. But overall, like the bit rate is just horrific. It is horrific. Okay? I had not at the time optimized any of my OBS stuff. Alright? So, again, I hadn't really been used to this yet. At the time, I was still using copyrighted music because I kind of didn't care. I liked the idea that, you know what, I'm going to use copyrighted music anyways. I'm not making any money off these videos anyways, but yeah. So, I made that. What they didn't tell you about World War II. You know, let me just zoom in for y'all. Let me zoom out. That way, see, like, look, this is much better. Look at that. Much better. Y'all can see the dates, all this stuff. So, we have that. Then we have the wall art, Mandalorian. This mod makes literally anything have aimbot. That one's pretty. That one's pretty fun. Yeah, that one's pretty fun. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so at the time, I was uploading Monday, Saturday. When you cleaning my room, we're taking a break to look at channel past. Okay, this is very important. Okay, this procrastination is extremely important. Okay, it's extremely important. Okay, this almost 1 hour of very little room cleaning and like most of the, like 95% of the time, procrastination, very important. Okay, so then I made, this is the last time I made a non-VR gaming video that wasn't, or just any non-VR video that wasn't like me complaining about something. Anytime you guys see me like this in a video that's not a live stream, it is me complaining about something stupid or when I hit 1,000 subscribers. That's the only exception. So, this is one of my very few completely AI-generated thumbnails. The first one was this one, which this one's not horrible. For this being AI, that's not terrible. This was a placeholder. I just could not get the shot I wanted, so I just gave up and left it. And again, this is when I really decided to really take my channel seriously. Stay to an upload schedule. I hate it. I still to this day hate the idea that when I'm done with the video, I can't just put it on public. But I've accepted that now. So we have a consistent schedule, Monday, Friday. I haven't made a Wednesday video in like forever. That's kind of due to how the Blade and Sorcery situation is right now. So I live under the idea that if I have to either make a filler video or no video at all, I'm going to not make a video at all. Because I'd rather make good content than filler content. Unless it would come to it being a whole week without uploads. Then I'll make a filler video, but you usually don't come to that. So we have this Latin audio perf thing, so that's my first complaint video. Valid complaint, by the way. Then I tried Bone Lab. Oh my god, I finally had 1,000 views. Let's fucking go. I'm like, oh, well, this video did fantastic overnight. Let's make another one. Nah, y'all didn't like that. This is for 400 subs. Turning Blade and Sorcery in the Ultimate VR Zelda. We'll come back to that in a minute, don't worry. And then I decided to upload one every day for like a week. Oh, this is when I made the Gothic Dagger. Oh, no way. That did Carnage Reborn for Nomad. It was my first video I did really well. And then this is some more Gothic Dagger stuff. I swear YouTube had a thing up top telling me. No. I don't know why. And now we're getting to pretty recent. This is somewhat recent. This is still somehow 2025. It's great. This is more than 6 months ago, but it still feels pretty recent considering how my content currently is. So I got every Steam achievement, and then this is about the time I got my new mic, the ones that I'm wearing right now. So I was using the mic on my Arctis Nova Pros. They're not the best at all, but it's what I had. So I have the Outer Rim versus Nomad Rim. This is why I don't make Nomad videos anymore, guys. This is why, because I record. It was the first time me actually trying out Nomad Rim, very first time, and half the recording just fucking disappeared and just isn't on my headset. So there's that. Then I decided to try Arcana for Nomad. I'm like, fuck it, why not? And there's this. So this video is unlisted because, well, a certain someone, an hour before this video was supposed to go up, the mod got updated. That's this one. Well, that's this one. So, yeah, I didn't like how this came out, so I re-recorded it. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. So I didn't... No. Nope. I have it right. This is the original video for Mystic Psy Mastery, or Seeking Psy Mastery, how the hell you want to call it. Then I made this. I am not reviewing any more mods by this guy, by the way, because apparently he's a pedophile, and so... Not taking any chances. Nope. Even if he's not taking any chances, not messing around with that. Then I did the graphics overhaul. This video did pretty damn well. This was my first big, oh my god, this video blew up type thing. 17,000 views. Pretty damn good. This was a random thing for me to send to my friend. It just took up too much storage. Yeah, and so an hour before that video comes out, they decide, oh, let's overhaul the whole fucking mod. And so I'm pissed off. I think I had Adaptive AI. So I make the video, and then Benny DMs me. That's who made it, Evil Benny. Say, hey, I updated the mod. Didn't mean to do that. And I'm like, oh, I gotta go re-record. And then I go re-record it. And Benny DMs me. Hey, I overhauled it again. So I waited a day or two to record it. So I got pretty ticked off. Now, hilariously, these two videos should have their roles swapped. The ultimate guide for Blade Sorcery, this has 20 views. This is not the original. But we'll get there. This is a Christmas video, by the way. This is my Christmas special. 40 minutes long. It's my best video. But I went too much in on the Christmas and recorded it at the very start of November, because fucking of course I did. So this video didn't do that well originally. Got 1,000 some odd views, which for me, I like to aim for 1,000. I think that's a reasonable goal. However, nowadays it's all right, let's just try to get 500. Something reasonable. Whatever. And then I went into Nomad. And I got 13,000. I'm like, woo! Man, I wish that was monetized. Man, I wish the Adaptive AI video was monetized. But this is the video that basically got me into the partner program. Because got me 228 subs, 2.3 thousand watch hours. Because that got me half of my watch hours. Because I needed, you need 4,000 to get in the partner program, plus 1,000 subs. So that really got me there. Because again, this all adds up over time. Because you think about it, like with YouTubers, with being a content creator, your revenue, you can't just think about your current upload. You have to think about your previous videos. The videos that are for some weird reason doing well. You got to look back on those. And again, what I said was that I would never monetize a video before. I said I wasn't going to monetize a video until I knew what this was going to be my first monetized video, except when it actually was supposed to come out, which was Christmas. I said that'll be my first monetized video. You know, you guys basically get the whole year. This will be my first monetized video. And then I did the iSpell, and again, right now, I'm just trying to get into the partner program. This is really where it is this, because I am like 100 away. I know I'm going to get there. And so I'm just grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. And then, sure as hell I did it. So I had the original 1,000 sub video, and then my merch came in the mail. So like, I had a whole like suit on, and I'm like, oh, my merch came. Fuck it, let's do the merch. So I asked, what the hell is their name? Hold on. Who's the community manager in the Blatant Sorcery Discord? Hold on. What, Deadly? Yeah, Deadly Kitten. So I DM'd Deadly Kitten because the requirement is like have 500 messages in the Blatant Sorcery Discord server. This is so I can get the content creator role. Have that. Have 1,000 subscribers on social media. Or it's like 1,000 on YouTube or like 5,000 on TikTok because it's way easier on TikTok. It's hard to do it on YouTube, man. And it's like have, you know, upload Blatant Sorcery videos semi-consistently. Like don't have one. Unless you're Josh Dub, who has over 10 million subscribers, and then of course he has to have it. Like, so I don't think they actually really enforced it that much. So anyway, so I DM'd Deadly before I hit 1,000. Like, hey, I'm making a video about hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to see if I can get the content creator role early. I'm like 30 away, which for me nowadays, 30 subs is not that much. When you're under 1,000, 30 is a lot. Okay, it could take you some time, right? Like for me, a video getting me 10 subs, oh man, that's a lot. That's a lot. Nowadays, that's pretty good. That's pretty decent. So he agreed, and you know, now I got that. So I got it early, so that was fun. That way I could show it off in the video. Just actually like, hey guys, I made it. So, and then there's this video. This video is interesting because originally the thumbnail was third-person shots. And I'm like, well, if I'm trying to show up VR Zelda, I'm like, why on God's green earth would I show third-person shots? That doesn't make sense because that defeats the whole purpose of like, hey, it's in VR. So I fixed that. So everything basically after 1,000 subs is pretty modern side dish. So Idiot, this is where me and Idiot, you know, really started to kind of collab with each other. So he ended up just for no reason at all agreeing to make the randomizer mod, and it's still to this day one of my favorite mods ever. Mainly because it was my idea. I tried the oldest version of Blatant Sorcery. I thought this was going to do pretty well. It didn't. Enrichments, I love and hate that mod at the same time. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Just deep down, I kind of. This did stupidly well. This actually was my first monetized video. And it's simply just because I noticed it was doing really well. And I was like, you know, screw it. I want to monetize this. So like, I asked you guys, y'all okay if I monetize it? You know, I feel like I deserved it. Y'all said, sure, go ahead. So I did that. Austrian Painter mod. Yeah, this was a filler. This was also kind of a filler. And then Blade Dancer. Man, I wish that. There's some videos in here that I spend like, I'm like, yes, this is going to do well. And then it's like, that's okay. 1,500, I'm very happy with 1,500. I'm very happy. Forefront, man, I thought this video was going to do great, and then it didn't. I actually got an A+ for this. This is an actual video I submitted for school about logical fallacies. So, it was pretty fun. And then, to round off the year, for my last video, just something simple, I interviewed 2 diamonds and 1 masked gamer. I didn't really care how well the video did. I just thought it was fun. Talk with my fellow content creators. Have a fun time at the end here. And then there's this. So now this is... Oh, wow. This actually finally hit 1,000 views. Sweet. So this was my first, this was supposed to be my first monetized video. I was very happy with it. And then Brother Wild VR. This is my quickest 1,000 views ever. again, this video is for views over time. I was hoping this would like just magic. I like thought of this. I was like, you know what? People, kids, they're gonna want a VR headset. They'll get it for Christmas, and then they're gonna buy Blade and Sorcery. They're gonna need to know how to play the game. Boom. And then I didn't, and it did not go over how I thought it was. In my head, it sounded like a great idea. It turns out it's not the best idea. So yeah, the Breath of the Wild one. There's a set of Blade and Sorcery videos where most of it, so where the video part is me showing off a mod. The talking part is me complaining about something in my life that pertains nowhere to like anyone that has to do with this channel, but I do it anyways. Well, this one kind of has to do with the channel. I got a Vive Pro 2 for Christmas. It took a lot of convincing, but I got a Vive Pro 2. And sadly, it really did not live up to my expectations. I knew the lenses weren't pancake lenses, and I thought like it would just be a little bit worse. But my overall gameplay would be much better. I wouldn't have to deal with the constant crashing of QuestLink. Like, I really hate QuestLink. And I was like, this would be the solution. We had really good tracking and all this, and I could barely see the game. I could barely see the game. Those pancake lenses are absolutely incredible. And so we returned it. It was a whole thing, but so it's like, A, I injured myself in this video, and B, most of it is just kind of me complaining about it. So there's that. I managed to rack up 30 hours on Forefront within like in like less than 2 weeks. No, actually like a month. Like a little less than a month. So anyways, at this point in time here, like there's nothing too crazy happening in the channel. I'm still going for these Breath of the Wild VR videos because I'm like, oh, the first one did great. So the second one, I'm like, oh, it's Divine Beast. I did a lot of firsts for the Breath of the Wild VR community, okay? I had a lot of firsts, okay? Okay? I might have been the first to get the Mastery Sword, but the hell, I was the first to do a Wind Bomb, okay? No one can take that from me. I was the first person in Breath of the Wild VR to do a Wind Bomb. I own that. That's me. I own that. Somehow, this video, me beating Thunderblight, I thought it was a fucking pain in the ass. It was not maybe as pain in the ass as I thought, though. It was not that bad. I thought this was going to be the best one yet, but no. This one's upsetting. Unlooped might be one of the best puzzle games I've ever played. They actually, this was like when I really felt like a content creator, was when they sent this to me for free. And like, there were no conditions to it. There was no, like, I couldn't shit on the game or anything. But like, I had no reason to. Because it was genuinely the most mind-bending VR game ever. So like, imagine, this is me right now. And I have to open my AirPod case. But, guess what? Let's pretend I only have one hand. I have to open both with, one hand. Well, guess what? Let's say to open my door, or to proceed to the next level, I need to open both AirPod cases. Well, the first instance of me will come and open the AirPod case. But he'll wait a little bit. I'll make sure I wait a little bit, because I'm actually playing the game. Because I have to wait for next instance of me to open the other AirPod case. Like a thing to open the door. Well, guess what? Third instance of me comes around, he waits by the door. Because guess what? Both of the me's are going to open the AirPod cases at the same time. And it'll eventually open the door. And so you have to sit there and you got to think about it, and it's genius. And it really makes you think. And I think it's only like 20 bucks. I will check. Hold on. Let me check how much Unlooped does. I should totally do a giveaway for Unlooped. But I'm a Blade and Sorcery YouTuber. So it is $17.99 EST. And there's a demo. Not to mention, there's a demo for the game. Like, how does this only have positive reviews? Oh, it's because of the amount of reviews. It's got 97%. What? Why is this bundled in with I Expect You to Die? So they've made a few VR games. They made Spider Monkey, which, oh, that's not out yet. They have Megaton Survivors. I don't even know what these games are. So Unloop was their like first. Yeah, Unloop was like their. When did I upload this? I uploaded. Okay, so this was about 2 months after the game came out. So they, again, one of my favorite VR games of all time is Unlooped. I am so upset that the video did so poorly because I'm like, man, I wish other people found out about this game because it's so good. I re-recorded this video more times than I can count. I wish I just kind of gave up, but whatever. Waterbending, oh my god. Not the biggest fan of waterbending. I kind of forgot waterbending existed. Just in general, like it's just not even in my head anymore. Blade and Sorcery Flintlock. Man, I was waiting for this to come back. I thought everyone was gonna love this. Nope. Forefront out of Minds. This is my signal to stop making Forefront videos. Y'all can see why I stopped making certain videos. There's a signal. I have a limit to when to stop making a video if I want to. That is it. Can you beat Blade and Sorcery using only gravity? This was just my proof that I am better than everyone else at gravity. I am. There might be someone out there who's better than me, but I have, in fact, mastered the gravity skill. Is Blade and Sorcery dying? Gotta love that AI-generated thumbnail. That's like one of two. So there is a third one, though. This is AI-generated. Well, AI-edited. See, I had a good thumbnail of Thunderblight in view, and I had a good thumbnail of Master Sword in view. I said, hey, merge it together for me, remove the boss bar, and this is what we got. And it's not horrible. It's not terrible. And you know, we're getting more, now we're getting really, this is the most recent videos. These are them. So I don't know why we got a notification for this one. This one I meant to upload, but I just never did. Whatever. Mining Tycoon, I don't know. I just did bad. Blade Sorcerer's new update is insane. Yeah, it really was. It also broke a bunch of shit, but whatever. Not did a video on survival mode because I fucking forgot about it. And then I made a cinematic Blade and Sorcerer video because I was bored. And again, by the way, my whole rule that I'm not going to monetize videos that came out before I got monetized. Told y'all. Wouldn't do it. This new fist mod packs a punch. It's the art. It's wait, what? Atlas gone. I thought that was from Arcane. Wait. Isn't it from Arcane? Wait, hold on. Aren't the gauntlets from Arcane? But yeah, it's from Arcane. Yeah, it's from Arcane. I've never seen Arcane, but yeah. So we're on the main page now. So then we have the myths video. Now, one of my viewers told me that, you know, had mentioned this idea to me. Now, in the past, I had the idea, but every time I ask people to submit shit, no one ever does, and it always ticks me off. It's a lot better than usual. Like, I actually like, the biggest change in my YouTube channel is just me having comments on videos. I used to, like, never get comments. Like, ever. Never would get comments. Video's 135 comments. I busted your Blade and Sorcery myths. This was like, oh, wow. I gotta milk the shit out of this. Hey, I'm being honest. Like, and then the second one only got 7,000, which is still good. It's still great. 3,000. So it's about 2,000. And I don't know, I got no more mods. And Protection Sorcery came out. Not a real video. So this is my first video on Final Cut. You'll see the thumbnail. It's a good thumbnail. And I tried one more myth busting video. Said fuck it, why not? Then I became Thor. You see the thumbnails are starting to be a little bit different, right? See, like there's some difference in these thumbnails. This pisses me off. See, this has copyrighted music, except it was eligible for revenue sharing, meaning like you'd roughly split the revenue with the copyright owner. And it's just like, nope. Fuck it. Also, it pisses me off that this video is 50 minutes and 1 second. It is not. I don't know why YouTube says that. was such a good title. Beyond Sandbox, the good, the bad, and the dumpster fire. Someone left a comment saying, 2 truths and a lie. Something like that. Or 1 truth, 2 lies, something. I forget what it is. And then Beyond Sandbox is the worst VR game ever. Because it in terms, okay, again, it is my opinion. But like, when I talk about like, okay, this is the worst game ever. Yeah, obviously there's worse games that are like really shittily made and just don't do anything. But like when I mean like, when I determine a game to be bad, it has to have like a standard, being like, okay, there's a lot of hype built out around it. Like for me to think a game to be the worst ever, a lot of people have to know about it, and a lot of people didn't know about it. And then I just said it was an outright scam. I actually got permission from Downloadable Content to use a clip from his stream, so that was fun. And then I did Shrine Techniques because this is around the time that Production Sorcery blew up. And I said if this video did good, I say, hey, this video gets like 20 likes. I think I said if the video gets 100 likes, I'll return to Projection Sorcery. That's what I did. And then this one was almost filler. It was almost filler. Almost. And then, oh my God, I love Blackwall. It's so good. It is so good. And then we have like my 3 most recent videos. Goodbye, Rec Room. I'm very upset this video did not do that well, but I understand. This is an accurate representation of my short game. I just tried some random golf game because I was bored. And then you'll notice I didn't upload for like 11 days. And that's because I turned 18. And when you turn 18, basically the way YouTube pays you is through an AdSense account. That's how like advertisers also make money off of website ads and stuff like that, right? Hold on. What the hell is... One moment. Small camera. There we go. So that is how they make money. Now, when you're already in the partner program, or even if you do it the first time, you have to connect an AdSense account. Now, you can either have one created through Studio. That takes several days, or up to 2 to 3 weeks. I made a whole second channel video about this. It's like 40 minutes long of me just straight up just yapping and complaining about how horrifically unhelpful YouTube support is. Now, again, I mentioned in the video, most of the time it is not their fault. They shouldn't be harassed, and I don't think I was necessarily harassing them. I just was using my support tools, right? I'm a content creator. I have access to the YouTube support chat. So if I want to contact them once every single day, hoping someone else has an answer as to why it was taking so long to verify my already existing AdSense account, that in my AdSense account said it was going to take less than a day and then proceeded to take 8 days, I don't think I'm in the wrong for being upset. However, it came to the point where live on video, I am getting actively rage baited by this guy who's like, please wait 2 to 3 weeks. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with waiting the 2 to 3 weeks. I would just like to know, I literally said to him, I would just like to know why YouTube Studio says several days or up to 2 to 3 weeks, but my AdSense account says usually less than a day, but sometimes a bit longer. And this guy just literally responds with, please wait 2 to 3 weeks. Nah, that's just gotta be rage bait. It has to be. It can't, it's unintentional rage bait. Because I refuse to believe, I refuse to believe that these nice Vineyard Vines pants that I got somehow ripped from barely even touching the string on them. Unbelievable. It's actually outrageous. The string is somewhere. I don't know where it went. No. So I'm convinced this guy's like rage baiting me. I'm so convinced of it. Because there's just no way. He, like 3 times in a row, he just told me, please wait 2 to 3 weeks. And then he has the audacity to tell me that the bit longer part, because remember, less than a day to a bit longer, to me, is at most 5 days. At most. If you're really dragging it. Well, I realistically like 3 days. It would be like a bit longer. Because, oh yeah, the 2 to 3 weeks, that's the implied bit longer. I'm like, what are you smoking that you believe that a bit longer compared to less than a day is 2 to 3 weeks? I was yapping the shit out on that video. But anywho, back to the whole AdSense thing. So like, you have to be over 18 or have a parent make an AdSense account to actually get paid on YouTube. Now, I already had one. I tried to connect it to my account, and then I did research and learned you have to be over 18. So I deactivated my account, or I closed my AdSense account. That way, there would be no issues. So my mom created one for me. We called it a day, and that's how I've been getting paid ever since. Well, I turned 18 and immediately reopened my AdSense account and changed it out. And I verified my ID, all this stuff, filled out the W-9 form for the IRS because woo, taxes. Yep, as my personal finance teacher said, in the most annoying way to a content creator like me possible. They don't know I am, but I understand what she was going for was to explain that, all forms of creators have to, fill out forms and pay, taxes. But I'm like, okay, but like, I didn't say anything, but like, when you're saying, YouTubers have to pay taxes, I'm like, okay, yep, I pay taxes. Well, it's taken out of my thing. But then she's like, hey, even OnlyFans, no, just stop you right there. Just do not compare me to an OnlyFans model. Indirectly. Don't indirectly compare me to an OnlyFans model, okay? That is a completely, the NSFW industry should not be compared to YouTubers or streamers. No. No, sorry, Bob. No. Absolutely not. You do not compare me to friggin' OnlyFans models. But here we are. It's going on anyhow. So, again, it says less than a day, but it took 8 fucking days. It was unbelievable. And funny thing is, Google actually sends you, like how, companies send you a 2-step verification code in your email. Yeah, Google's like, we can do better than that. We're going to send you a verification code in the mail. And if you do not put it in within 4 months, we're disabling your ads. And I'm like, oh, well, that's fantastic. That's great. Now, again, most of this stuff that YouTube says usually takes an X amount of time. It's usually less than that. It is genuinely usually less than that. Except the AdSense thing. That was bullshit. Okay? I understand that they don't actually have it on the back end, but they were able to, like the people at Google support, or YouTube support, the creator support team were able to, could see when I changed it. They could literally figure out what account it was associated, what AdSense account it was associated with. Like, oh, it's still pending. Please patiently wait. And I'm like, okay, I understand. I just have to wait. But like, I don't think I'm in the wrong for saying I would just like an answer as to why exactly something that says less than a day. Because they gave me this whole 2 to 3 weeks thing. And I understand that's what YouTube Studio says. But when it says reviews usually take less than a day, and it's taken 5 days, I have a right to be concerned and for you to not just have no explanation as to how this is normal. Fuck. Man, I gotta go to Dick's Sporting Goods today. Get myself a new putter cover. Again, the procrastination is, woo, unbelievable. Anywho, let's tackle the rest of the recycling here. I know. Back to the room cleaning. Coke Zero can in the bag. That's an open seltzer. That's a drank seltzer. That's drank. That's drank. This just isn't even opened. All right, let me go pour this out. Hold on. Pour one out. All right, there we go. Okay, see, it's better. It's definitely better. Again, you gotta acknowledge some certain aspects of what I determine for my room to be clean, right? For me, if I'm live and I look at this, I'm like, it's whatever. Again, yes, there's a pile of clothes back there, but like, you also have my VR stuff in the thing. This is my golf outfits that I just kind of have here on the floor that I have to find a place to hang up. Like, again, overall to me, I determine my ability of my room being clean is, can I record a whole video in here? Now, the answer right now would be no. And that's because I have to move all this, I gotta pack this thing back up again. Now, again, I leave this, and again, my normal play area actually never really extends back here, but there are some times it does. Very rarely do I walk back here, but I do sometimes. Now, again, I love the Quest 3. I'm gonna look at maybe getting the Steam frame when it comes out. I might have to save some ad revenue for it, and who knows? Maybe I start a page like a GoFundMe, maybe a GoFundMe or some shit. I'll do some donation streams, be like, hey guys, I'm trying to raise money so I can get a new headset so I can make better videos. But like, honestly, I switched. So when the new year started, I switched to Steam Link, and I was a little worried how bad the latency was going to be. Now, originally, look, the latency between Quest Link when it works at its very best and Steam Link is a little noticeable. However, with the right tuning, I am able to get my graphics at a point where the game is still clear enough that I can read text perfectly fine, but low enough that there's little to no lag. The lowest latency you can go down to, that is where it shines perfectly. Because you gotta remember, here's the thing. When I'm recording a video, that is when my hardware really gets impacted. Now, in the future, I would love to get a new graphics card that has more VRAM so I can do this. I have a 47 Ti. It's a very, very good graphics card. It just, when you're recording VR, you gotta remember, it's recording the video, it's saving the video, it's, it's doing all that. It's sending a signal, a video to my VR headset. It's receiving the controls. It's doing all this, right? So it is going to slow down a little bit, right? It does get a little bit weaker. Now, I've tried to overclock it while recording. It is not, it was only by like 4%, like 2% too. I like overclocked it by like 2%, and that thing, it did not like it. There was no point in doing it. But I have tweaked my graphics in a way where you guys, genuinely, I prioritize what you guys see over what I see. And like, it sounds like I'm in the middle thing. Yeah, so here's the thing. With VR, it is more fun for me. Again, like the latency is really good. Like it is very responsive when I'm not recording and I don't have anything open or I'm streaming. Again, when I'm streaming, weirdly, it's so stupid how when you stream, it just, your performance is way better. And again, I stream on CPU, but like, I feel like if I was recording with the CPU, it would be severely impacted. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Hold on. For VR videos, should I actually record using CPU or GPU? ChatGPT knows all my hardware. VR gameplay. You almost always want to use GPU and Vecna CPU. Why GPU is best for you? Given your setup, yeah, much lower performance hit. Yeah, that is true. Like I still get around 90 FPS or higher when I'm making my Blade & Sorcery videos, and that's just because, like, if I look, I don't even think I have Quest Link still installed. Quest, look up Link. No, I don't even have Quest Link installed. I just look up like Meta. No, I don't even have it. I don't even have it installed. I don't. Getting rid of Quest Link was probably one of the best things for this channel. I have such little performance drops. And like, again, I have so many small quality of life mods that like, I genuinely need to start cleaning some of them out. I have 113 mod folders on my thing, many of which are duplicate mods. Many of which are duplicates. Like, some of them are turned on and some of them are turned off and it's the same mod. Like Ghetto's Firearm SDK. Like, I'm just gonna go through some stuff. So like, I have like Blackwall one. Okay, actually I can turn Blackwall back on because I'm disabling Aether. Actually, no, it's fine. Again, if I get rid of, let me get rid of like, let me get rid of just like some random mods. I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't need Arrow Tricks in the Cloak pack. I have the original. I have the old Dynamic Breakables, the good ones. More Mannequin Layers, don't need the old the other more slots, don't need multiplayer, don't need Mystic Hands, don't need Projection Sorcery, I don't need Ray Calls, like, don't need the Seeking Arrows, like, Sword of Curses, don't need, Second Amendment, don't need Time Stop, I don't need a Tommy Gun, two-handed, like, weapon support, the Gauntlets mod, like, this is 18 random mods that I just don't ever use. That, like, I desperately need to just, like, ditch. Now, a lot of them I still, like, very much so, like, use quite often. But, like, what if I just, like, look? Like, oh, I don't even need that. Some of these I need. Some of these are zip files that I actually, like, legitimately need. Some of them I don't. I don't use this. Like, again, most of these don't have the biggest performance impact, but, like, I don't need my Silent Santa hat, because, like, man, it's not Christmas. Replacement Arm, constantly use Quick Speed. Like, most of these, like, spells I have, I know you guys can't see it, I, like, heavily use. Huge Earner Choking never works for me. Again, most of these are, like, mods I just, like, will randomly use every once in a while. But, like, they don't have that much of a performance impact. Now, some of them are, like, constantly drawing, have some algorithm going in case you, like, I think, enable it. So, those are the ones you kind of want to look out for. But, like, something like Eyes Close on Death. The Thunderbolt is 4 times stronger. Like, these are, like, mostly JSON changes here. Like, these are good, like, Lift Anywhere, Mage Light. Like, most of these are pretty good on my performance. And that was the important thing. See, if you have, you know, Cure for Fascism, 7 other gun mods, I Need a Weapon, Outer Rim on top of that, like, and then and the multiplayer mod, and then, like, oh, well, let me have 18 other spell mods. Like, that will kill your performance. However, I do have a lot of spell mods. Or it seems like I do. See, I use Merges Spells Up, which adds a new spell for each merge in Blade and Sorcery. So realistically, the only mod spells I, like, consistently have is, like, NPC Spawner Spell. Black Wall is kind of always there now. The Blue Fire, Mage Light. Not that many. Like, it's really not that many. Now, again, when I'm, like, actively recording, I have 1, 2, 3... plus, hold on. Okay, I actively almost always have 45 in-use mods. Now, some of them are silly stuff that don't actually get used. Like, for example, okay, Umbrella. So I just tried to disable the Umbrella mod. Well, if I check on that, well, oh, look at that. I already have the Umbrella mod disabled. So maybe we just get rid of the Umbrella mod. Stuff like that. I don't usually get rid of mods that often, but, like, sometimes I have to. Mass Gamer's Magical Hat, don't need. Mining Tycoon, don't need. Modular Spells, don't need. Medieval Mega Pack, I'll keep for a little bit. Green Screen, don't use. Grab the Groin, it's in 1.0. Like, that kind of stuff. Auto Mail, don't need. All this stuff, like, all these mods I use, again, these, okay, like, I wouldn't safely say that half the mods I always use in videos are JSON, or just JSON changes, but some of them are. I'd say, like, 25% of those are. But then, like, some of them is just, like, Blade and Sorcery logs. I'm actually just going to disable that. I don't actually need it. Like the Flip Spell. Okay, actually, I actually don't ever fucking use the Flip Spell. Like, some of them, I just hold on because I'm like, somehow I'll need that in a video, and then I won't. Like Flamethrower. I've used Flamethrower maybe twice in a video, and just, like, in general. maybe twice. And yet here I am, not, like never using these. And it's kind of funny. I remember when I first started streaming again, because I'd only streamed a few times before I got my live stream taken away because I got somehow YouTube's system recognized I was underage. Like, oh man, it wasn't like anything crazy. But now, very, very different. Very different. I think it's crazy. I started my channel, it was like December something of 2018. Again, I only had my channel for around a month, and that was on my school account before I made this channel. And I think it's interesting just how much I did on that channel. It's insane how much I did on that channel, and it's all gone now. I have an actual list. Yeah, I have a list of every single video on that channel. Every single video. But it's whatever. I have a list. I have every thumbnail, all that. My school like got rid of all of our accounts. It's very upsetting. But like I have like Quest framework, Sheath framework, like all these frameworks. They're nothing crazy. Or like health modifier. Like that's nothing crazy. Like I only use that when I want to continuously beat the crap out of enemies. Like I only have a few spell mods. I have Merges Spells Up. That's always there. Unimbue, that's always there. Blue Fire, that's always there. So that's 3 always theirs. And then there's like, actually, you know, I can get rid of the Favorites mod because, yeah, Favorites doesn't work anymore. I don't think it got updated. Hold on, wait, let me check. Did Favorites get updated? Favorites. Did Genix ever update Favorites files? No. No. Yeah, Favorites just doesn't work anymore. It's kind of upsetting. It's kind of convenient. Weightless props broke. Oh my god, I was so upset about that. Like, I was pick up a chair barehanded. It's great. Camera tools. I kind of use sometimes. Not nearly as often because I don't know. It's just easier for me to just control the F3 camera. Ghetto's trash can. Man, see that one, I can't live without that. That thing is convenient. Same with quality of life menu. Again, I wish we could have the old spawn menu in book. What ticks me off is the devs added a spawn menu. What annoys me is that it's the kind of shit that you'd think, why not just add it to the base game? It makes more sense to me to just make NPC spawner spell just be part of the game for when you're in sandbox. Or just straight up make, you know, the spawn book in the settings menu. Like, I think it's hilarious that people can't get it to work anymore, but whatever. I just realized, but there's a striped shirt. It does not look striped on camera. Anyway, so, yeah. So, that's about it. I got rid of this, like 25, like, I just got rid of, like, almost, like, 30% of the mods I have installed. Again, I only use a select few of them, actually. And then some of them I just, again, what I think is interesting is when I really started to make these Blade and Sorcery videos, I uploaded pretty consistently, and then I got into my rhythm. You know, it's kind of what I did, and, you know, started uploading, you know, twice a week, same stuff. It's great for the algorithm type shit. Once I really started to lock in Blade and Sorcery videos, which was like probably around the Green Arrow video, it's kind of like a sad point, is when that's when I turned from casual Blade and Sorcery player who plays like every other day to now I only play to make videos. Because, well, I don't know why. But much more recently, you know, here's the thing. Blade and Sorcery does eventually get boring if you ever want to become a Blade and Sorcery content creator, do not do what I did. Do not just interesting. Now this is a great, this is great. See, this person, because this is the new default for Nexus mod uploads, anytime you see this, I'm like, oh, it's fucking AI generator stolen or something. Oh my God, someone actually filled it out. I'm actually kind of great. I'm like actually kind of happy. I always get upset with these people because I'm like, it's some stupid bullshit. All right, let's see what this is. So, this mod adds the armor from Battlefront 2. Wait. Outer Rim Bounty Mandalores. Okay, so it uses the armor packs and adds... What exactly? This might actually be a shit mod. Hold on. Maybe not. I'm trying to determine if this mod is like stolen, crap, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. I was trying to determine. Anyway, so play Blade and Sorcery. Like I said, I've started to actually play Blade and Sorcery for just like fun. You know, enjoy it again. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for this stream. I did a little bit of cleaning. I got some stuff done. Anyway, what I have enjoyed more recently is that, again, I had no trouble reviewing all the, again, I was just kind of going, when I first started, I was just kind of going down the list of Blade and Sorcery mods that I had already have installed, and I would just go down and review one, every week. And then I kind of got caught up with that, so I kind of again, there was still new ones that I hadn't reviewed yet, so I started reviewing some new ones. And then, again, up until about a few months ago, like a month or two ago, that is when stuff started to kind of go bad with Blade and Sorcery mods. Because as a content creator, I have to find mods to review. And you can't really review an old one because it's old, and so whatever. So for me, I love being able to test out a new mod for a video and not have it be on Sunday or Saturday. What I enjoy is being able to have 3 days before a video comes out. I kind of miss that. I got to do the time stop spell. That was kind of just sitting in limbo though, so that's kind of whatever. But time stop spell came back. Guess what? That came out pretty evenly in the week. So I was like, all right, I can just upload that on Friday. But then the whole AdSense thing happened. So that was kind of a weird detour. But the idea for me is it has been more often than not, it used to be a thing where I would actually sometimes upload videos a week in advance. And then that started to slow down. And then it turned into from a week in advance to 2 days in advance. And then it literally turned into, well, I'm recording Sunday, video comes out Monday. I'm recording Thursday, video comes out Friday. And that's not very good. It's not good for me because then I'm just because first of all, it's not good for me because then I'm not necessarily rushing. I'm not entirely rushing, but I like the idea that I don't have to do a video last minute. I love the idea that I can make this video and I can upload it in a few days, right? And that was great for example, the Aether mod. No other content creator has made a video about the Aether mod yet, mainly because none of them have really bothered to ask. So far, it's only going to be me. And I'm not trying to brag about it or anything. I'm just saying those are the facts. This is important. Because guess what? Because no one else has made a video about it, there's no competition for it. Therefore, I can just casually have recorded the Aether spell video, whatever the hell day I wanted. If I wanted to record it today, I could. Guess what? I didn't. I decided, you know what? It's Friday. I'm going to record it on Friday. So that's what I did. I recorded it on Friday. And I was like, I enjoyed the idea that I could record this on Friday and not have to really full-on rush myself. Because here's the thing. What ended up happening is then it's kind of also going against my friends too. Because my friends want to play games with me. Well, I'm like, well, guys, I'm sorry, I can't because I have to record the video. And it'd be one thing if it was okay, well, if it was a thing where it's okay, video comes out Friday. Well, I'm recording Wednesday, but then I'm editing Thursday. I have nothing against that. That'd be fine with me. Most of the time, I like to edit my videos right after, but more recently, it hasn't been nearly as annoying on me, because it's like I like that idea that, like, you know, right away. But now it's been okay. Well, I record the video. Let me grab my keys, plug it into my thing. All right. We're good to go. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna sit here and change positions about 1,400 times editing my video on my MacBook. By the way, I've really started to really enjoy the convenience of having a laptop that I can edit on, because what I was originally doing was I would hook up my MacBook to my keyboard, my mouse, and my monitor. Except that was kind of a pain in the ass. I was like, screw it. For one video, I'll try it on the trackpad. Oh, it's way easier. Oh, it's way easier. You're not going to be nearly as precise with like mouse movements and whatnot, but what you do get is multi-gestures. You know, multi-gesture touch with the touchpad. So you can quickly swipe back and forth, and like, it is quite convenient. And so it's quite nice. And yeah, it's a very, very good machine. And again, I'm going to go into computer science. I would love for this to be my job. I doubt it ever will be. One day I do want to get a nice silver play button though. One day. We'll get there one day. I really am sure of it. One day I will. However, with that in mind, when I was picking what kind of laptop I wanted for college, by the way, why did I just all of a sudden get a MacBook? Well, the money from the Vive Pro 2, I was like, screw it. I want this damn MacBook because, well, I want to make better videos, and I'm much more familiar with Final Cut than anything, and Premiere Pro was kind of just an editor. I would just put the videos together, and I wouldn't really do anything. Like, I haven't really spent that much money directly on the channel, okay? My dad just decided to be nice and order these mics for me. I did get this, but that is, you can determine whether or not this is really on the channel or not. It was instigated when I was live streaming and people just couldn't hear me because it was on a Rode mic, but it was like for recording like music. So that was one thing I spent on the channel. I bought Forefront Beyond Sandbox for the channel. That was basically it. That's really the only stuff I really bought for the channel. But like, I got a MacBook so I could have all my MacBook tools for the channel though. Plus I just kind of prefer Mac OS than anything else. But like, to be fair, I do not spend more recently, I have not been spending the channel funds on the channel. Because when you're a VR YouTuber, there's not that much stuff. Like when I say, like, oh yeah, I'll try my best to put as much money back in the channel as I can. Well, there's only so many VR games that you guys are going to want to see that I can buy. And it's not like I need a new mic. This mic is perfect for what I do. Like, the most I do is like put it back towards like the Steam frame. But the biggest purchase I made besides the mic, I also just kind of wanted a new mic that like my friends could also hear me with. I spent $80 on transitions and special effects for Final Cut. And I have used one of them. And it's the static TV transition. But I really like it. But like, again, here's the thing. I wanted to be a video editor, but then I eventually realized when I had to edit someone else's videos that weren't like mine for like my digital media class at like high school, is that I don't like editing other people's videos. I really like editing videos that I made myself. And it comes from being a content creator. And I realized, well, shit. If it comes from being a content creator, then that's what I gotta do. And so, here we are now. But, I like the idea of making, like, I want to be able to make a video where I have to do some color correction. And I have to maybe do a little bit of audio correction, do some fun little graphic effects and whatnot. And you can't really accomplish that with making blatant sorcery or just VR videos in general. They don't need special effects because they're games. They're games. There's no special effects involved really with making video game videos, right? It's just not really present, which is kind of a shame, but it's why I started my second channel, because then I can make, IRL content, or my second channel basically exists for a few reasons. A, so I can make content with that could require special effects or something like with a camera where I can use all of the functionality of the $80 I spent on transition, special effects, lighting, and some other stuff. And I can, or for example, complain for 48 minutes and 47 seconds about YouTube support being shit. Or just how I made a video saying, oh, I taught myself how to edit, but now I can't learn. Again, I think it's funny that I wish YouTube had a feature where I could just a feature called second channel, where it's just kind of acknowledged that this is your second channel. I should totally do a post. You know what? I'm gonna go to my main channel and just, you know what we're gonna do. Nope, I'm on Side Dish After Dark. Oops, not the main channel. There we go, main channel. So I can just. What the hell makes that sound? I still don't know. I don't know if it's the mic stand. I think it's the AirPods that go. I don't know what makes that sound. I think it's the AirPods turning off. I actually have no idea. How do I repost a channel? Share channel. Wait, hold on. Create post. Hey guys. Wait, did I ever say anything I made a second channel? Hey guys. Don't forget to check out my second channel where I make IRL videos. Like, for example, like, by the way, back to the whole, like, I ask you guys questions and no one ever fucking posts them in the comment section. Pisses me off. I literally said, all right, guys, I'm doing this again. Let me know any random questions you have for me, and I'll answer them on some YouTube shorts. Because every once in a while, I like to make some YouTube shorts. Because A, it's great for my channel growth, and B, it's great for channel growth, and C, it's fun. Now, some people in the past have mentioned, like, all right, some guy literally said, you know, I'm done with this guy because now he's... Now, you know, he said he's gonna go quality over quantity, and now he's uploaded 3 shorts in the past, 30 minutes apart. I'm like, yeah, because what I do with my shorts is I record them all at the exact same time, and then I just I take as much time as I need to record them, but then I don't take that much time editing them because they're shorts. There's not that much editing that needs to go on. There's very little transitions and whatnot that go on. I might have to put a comment up on screen, whatnot. It takes me, again, at most 30 minutes to edit each. So I just export it and then upload. That is not quantity over quality. That is still, it's just how I upload them. I also, when I upload shorts, I don't like upload them days apart. I just like, we're just gonna do quick, we're just gonna do 3. Just gonna do 3, like, and then I'll go a week without uploading. Again, me uploading YouTube shorts is so fucking random. It's hilarious. Like, hold on, like if I check. So like, I like made a few shorts when I brought my channel back, and then I hadn't uploaded a short. So I uploaded my first set of shorts on August 21st when I brought the channel back, and then I hadn't uploaded a short until September 29th. Right, so I did like two there. Then made a third one the next day. Then made one on October 1st. And again, that was just 4 videos about the Gothic Dagger. And I made one on October 4th. Then one on October 11th because I forgot something in a video. Then I made a cool Blade and Sorcery video in tune with some Mario music. And then some stuff. And then I had one on October 28th. Then November 10th. Then on the 18th. Then on the 22nd. Then another one on the 22nd. Then a third one on the 22nd because that was... Again, I made a video about, did you know that cup bending cups spawned in the ocean? Then, the same day, my merch came, so I made a video about that. And then, I hit 1,000 subs. So, and then, I didn't upload another short until December 30th. And I didn't upload another until January 17th. And then on top of that, then January 23rd. And then I don't upload until February 10th. And I did 3 February 10th, then 1 on February 11th, 2 on the 12th, 3 on the 15th. And then I don't upload again until March. I uploaded 2 shorts on March. And then I made a third one I got 2 on March 4th. Then another one on March 13th. Then on April 28th. And then none for the entire month of May did I make a YouTube short. Nor did I make a video on my second channel. Took a whole month break. Whole month. And then I uploaded Real Blade and Sorcery Skills on June 3rd. I like making shorts, but I like doing it on like, oh, it'll be like, it's not like, it'll almost like kind of be a myth busting, but not be myth busting. It's like a, all right, guys, like, what's this thing you want me to test out? And I'll test it out. Like, I did one, like, this is like the dumbest Blade and Sorcery bug, like the one that they can't go, like the NPCs, they can't go on stairs. And then did Blade and Sorcery Easter eggs. That thing did really, really good. And there's like secret items in Blade and Sorcery. Then there's the people like saying, oh, you made a gold dagger, but gold is like not very good. And there's like the most controversial, like I can't consider it controversial, is when I made the replacement arm video. Because people always ask me, oh, what arm, like what mod do you use for the metal arm? I'm like, oh, it's called replacement arm. So I made like a quick YouTube short about it. And like, of course, I report that the mod broke in the latest Blade and Sorcery update. And the mod author puts the damn mod on private. What's causing it to do that? I don't know. Anywho, so basically, the reason that's funny to me is because someone said like, oh, they're just take the video down. I'm like, I'm not taking a video down just because the mod's on private. Just because someone can't get a mod doesn't mean I take the video down. Guess what? Tomorrow I'm literally making a video about the, I literally upload, you know, it goes public, my entire beta, you know, early access whole mod review of the Aether mod. Well, guess what? Am I supposed to take that down because you guys can't use it? Fuck no, that's not how this works. Just because something gets taken down doesn't mean you don't, like, videos don't, like, it still exists on it. Like if someone, like, it was like Rec Room, like, if I made a how-to video in Rec Room 3 months ago, oh, well, you should take this video down because Rec Room's no longer up. What's the logic in that? Like, let me find the comment. Let me find the comment. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, also this video has like the stupidest people in the world on these comments. Like it is actually incredible how stupid the people in this comment section are. And again, it is deserved to be called stupid for this stuff. Because if you look at the comment section, look, this is edited, but this was 2 months ago. As of right now, the mod is currently private. Check back later for an archive download. I could not find an archive download. Someone replied to this, why can't I download it? Why can't I find it on Nexus? My response, because there are some times I have to respond to these in the funniest way possible. My guy, you replied to the comment that is explaining why you can't find it. Someone asked, is it back yet? No. Why is it private? It's broken. Okay. Simple. Yeah, so they finally updated to like, someone like 8 days ago literally said, oh, yeah, thank you for this information. I've been trying to get it for like 2 hours and I couldn't find it. So I was like, and then, you know, literally the next day it came back like, hey, by the way, they updated it. I got the Nomad version, but I still have like 30 question marks and it said it was updated the 30th of May. Yeah, I don't know. The Nomad version is broken. I think the Nomad version is still bugged. I forgot to reply to this one. And then you got, I see that, this is literally three weeks ago. I see that you say it's broken. Is there an older version I can play the mod? If so, what version? If not, it's okay. Perhaps the mod works against it. I said, the mod being on private means you would need to figure out how to get the archive version. The broken part is that you can't wear a shirt and the colors don't stay between the levels. I have it, just won't spawn. They're probably on Nomad. I don't know why it's broken on Nomad. Okay, I see it says the mod is private, but I can't find it in Nomad or a few mods I've seen around. I can never find it in Nomad. Am I able to download mods for Nomad from outside the game? You said, you literally acknowledged saying, oh yeah, I know it's private, but why can't I find it? Yeah, you can mainly download Nomad mods. Hold on. Someone asked, can I get the file? I said I can't give that out, sorry. Because people know I still have the file. I actually had like 3 people ask me if they could have the file. I'm like, look, I literally have an entire section in my Discord about how I will report to you guys mods that I found on Nexus that were re-uploaded that were stolen. Why on God's green earth would I give out a private mod? It's private for a reason. I still have it. I still use it. That's that. That's just that. Okay? It's not mine to give out. I can't find it in the description. It was, oh, here it is. It was hidden by the author on February 26th for having issues they couldn't fix. That's thanks to me, by the way. I'm the one who reported the bug. You have to find the archive for it and share that. No, as a matter of fact, no, I don't. I actually don't have to. I don't. I am obligated to saying, hey guys, mod's currently on private. Yeah, I'm obligated to do that. I am at no obligation to put an archive download. In all honesty, I would just delete the video if you keep saying it's in the description. People will keep asking you. But if you share the archive, they will come telling you it doesn't work. When they run into a conflict with newer versions of the game, you can't win here. This mod will be dead entirely soon. Okay, so again, the question was that I always get is, what ARM mod do you use? And here is my answer. And I always say, oh, the mod link in the description. Shit happens, man. I'm not going to just uppity remove a video just because I have to answer a few comments. Don't care. I'd rather answer the comments than have to deal with this guy. Like, it ticks me off. I said, I'm not going to take a video down because a mod creator might not fix it soon. It's been less than 2 weeks since it was taken down. I'll give it a month and we'll see. I was only suggesting the idea of it. It gets to a point where you have to constantly say in the description, it's your choice at the end. You don't need to do as I say. If the mod doesn't get updated, you should at least update the video with an archive version because people can still get it if they downgrade their game. But again, that shows you you're not obligated to do shit really. Oh wow, great, we're on the same common ground. I said if it doesn't come back soon or get some kind of update note from the dev, I will link the archive version. So you think it's been long enough yet? Hi, Isaac. I'm now. I knew it would come back eventually. I knew. But yeah. Fucking mask gamer, bro. Meet a mega pack. Yeah. Trust. Definitely a mega pack. But like, you see what I mean? Like, fucking, don't tell me to delete a video. Like, what the hell do you think? Tell me, dude, damn video. I know. I get where he was coming from, saying like, I understand, saying like, oh well, if you can't get an archive, but then whatever. I'm like, so like I just said, like, as of right now, rather than finally fixed. Hold on. Apparently, Nomad is still bugged, so take note of that. Did I spell apparently wrong? Hold on. Oh, let's go. Oh, I spelled it right. Let's just update that. Yeah, I heart almost every comment. I have a system to determine if I want to heart a comment or not. So like, it's the United States Air Force. So you notice, like, I'm not gonna heart this comment because it's a back and forth conversation. But I'll heart the initial comment, or if someone's helping someone else, I'll heart that comment. But see, I don't ever heart my own comments. I also wish I could, like, again, this back to the whole, like, I think you should have a second channel mode. The reason I say that is, like, I should be able to have full, like, certain controls, like, over my, like, a second channel while being on my main channel, right? Because I use my main channel to watch YouTube and whatnot as well. Well, I personally believe that if someone comments on my second channel, I should be able to reply to that comment and it will just automatically be on the second channel under that account. That's kind of what I wish. But, yeah, that's all I really wanted to show for this stream. This went for an hour longer than I thought it would, so, see y'all next one.